By the end of today's episode, you'll know why your agent might not be sending you auditions and what you can do to fix it fast. Welcome to the Actor's Career Compass, where we help aspiring screen actors find high-quality auditions, sign with great agents, and book major roles in legit productions. I'm your host, Martin Benson, and today I'll be covering the number one reason that agents stop sending auditions and how to turn that around, simple ways to re-spark your relationship with your agent, and how to get auditions even without your agent's help. So, agents often work harder for the actors who they think have a real shot. If you improve your reel and your headshots, you might see a spike of new auditions. But if you don't get callbacks or bookings for any of those, or casting directors from those shows don't invite you back for more auditions with them, that tells agents that your acting and audition technique might not be as strong as it needs to be, and then they might start submitting you for fewer auditions. Remember that their reputation is on the line, and they don't want to submit you to tons of things, especially if they're worried that you're not going to be doing a good job in the audition, because that'll make them look bad. So it's in your best interest to work with a coach and get honest, direct feedback on how you can improve your acting and auditioning ability so that it's as real and as professional level as possible. Don't trust a coach or a teacher that just says, hey, your acting looks really good. And instead, it's better for you to push them to tell you how it could be better and specifically seek criticism so that you can improve. Remember, casting directors are going to slowly stop bringing you in for auditions if you submit a few auditions in a row that they aren't impressed by. And if an agent starts to see that that's happening, they're going to start to submit you less as well, and it's going to quickly turn into a downward spiral. Now, fortunately, it's possible to get that spiral going upwards again by following some of the below recommendations. Number one, check in with your agent, okay? You should send them a short, polite email every 6 to 8 weeks. Just something like, hey, just checking in. I've updated my headshots and added a new reel. Is there anything else that I could do to help with getting more auditions? This basically keeps you on their radar and you're not doing it in an annoying way. If you haven't updated your reel or headshots, then your check-in email can just basically let them know that you've been submitting yourself for projects and have recently auditioned or booked something on your own. Number two, make sure that your materials are actually strong. Agents are less likely to pitch actors who don't have strong headshots, reels, or resumes. So you should ask a coach or a casting assistant for honest feedback. You should also update your headshots if they're more than 2 years old or haven't been getting you many auditions from the submissions that you're doing on your own. Right? So in general, you should be getting a minimum of 1 audition out of every 10 submissions that you do. Any less than that says that your materials or your casting profiles are too weak. Number 3, you want to show your agent that you're actually booking, right? So book something on your own, whether that's a student film, a short, or an indie film, anything. Just send them an update email once you do it. Like, hey, just wanted to share, I booked a lead in a short film. Can't wait to share the footage once I get it. Agents love to see that you're taking initiative. And that sort of thing is what's going to make them want to work harder for you. It also kind of tells them, again, if they've been seeing that your performances haven't been as good, if you just book something, then that might make them be like, oh, you must be getting better at acting, so I'll start pushing for you again. Number 4, get specific with what you actually want, okay? You can tell your agent what types of roles you see yourself in. For example, I'd love to go out for guest stars in crime dramas, or I'd love to really focus on quirky roles in streaming comedies. Being specific helps them know how to pitch you. Now, number 5, in line with all of the above, be consistent with submitting to auditions yourself. So use websites like Backstage or Actors Access or casting networks. Use them every day. Submit yourself and build momentum, because even a few bookings can reignite your agent's interest. Number 6, decide if you want to continue, right? So truth is if you're doing all the other things that I just talked about, if 3 to 6 months are going by and you still haven't gotten any auditions, even after those updates or bookings on your own and communication, it might be time to have a direct conversation or consider other representation. Again, before doing this, consider sending a few recent self-tapes that you did for auditions you got from your agent, even if the audition was from a while ago, to a coach. Okay, so like if you've gotten like a few auditions from an agent and you have the self-tapes that you recorded to them, just send them to a coach to see if they notice any major problems in your auditioning and acting ability. If there are issues and they can be corrected, you might start getting a lot more opportunities. But if the coach doesn't see any problems and they are being honest with you, then yeah, it may be on your agent. Okay. At the end of the day, remember that you can control the relationship that you have with your agent. You can check in with them every couple of months with updates. You can keep your material sharp and current, and you don't have to rely on just your agent. You can build the momentum yourself. Thanks for listening. Now, if you want to dive even deeper on agents, I highly recommend checking out a podcast that I did called A Day in the Life of an Agent. It's episode number 134. It's all about what agents deal with and why understanding them is so important to a successful relationship. Because maybe when you understand how busy they are, you might realize like, oh, maybe it is okay that I'm not getting that many auditions right now, right? Obviously, there's more that goes into it than that, but just kind of having that sort of outside perspective and understanding how your agent works is definitely helpful. So check it out. Again, it's episode number 134, A Day in the Life of an Agent, and it's on the Actor's Career Compass. Lastly, if you found this podcast helpful, I would really appreciate if you could leave a review. It really does help more actors find the podcast because it's more likely to show up in the recommended podcast when people are searching. So just go to ratethispodcast.com/actor success. And if you're watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. That's super appreciated and will help me get the videos out to more people. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon.